There is reason in human rights. We're returning to Edinburgh as the birthplace and childhood home of David Maxwell Fyfe. It was here that he discerned the reason of the Scottish Enlightenment that is the foundation of modern human rights. So, has natural law got anything to do with nature?
Maxwell Fyfe was born and brought up here in Edinburgh. He was educated at Oxford University, where he learned a lot about the classics. Many philosophers will often talk about the idea of natural law. Natural law stems from the idea of nature, what we consider to be right and wrong. It's rather complicated nowadays to be able to know exactly what is right and wrong, but it is an ideal that we should all focus on, a foundation in our society that we can look to be able to create our laws.
I just think when we're telling a story, if we can enliven it in different ways, give it colour, rather than just create another report which sits on a shelf somewhere. What you're doing is standing up and being a human voice and coming together in harmony and doing it in a creative, engaging way, which is undeniable. It's engaging and beautiful, and so other human beings have to take notice.
Do we have a crisis in the ecology of human nature?
The world at the moment has many crises, including climate change and the crisis in the natural world. As creatures of nature, we experience changes too, season to season. These changes need to be reflected in the way the law is made and put to work. As Maxwell Fyfe said, the law is a living thing, and it must grow and change to meet the changing needs of society. His inspiration came from nature, and his imagination was fired by the novels of Walter Scott and other writers to build a better world after World War II. The antidote to crisis is inspiration, and his story shows how when people work together, we can build a better world.
Without a universal understanding and respect for all humans, the world becomes disrupted and unreasonable.
I know that my faith receives many pitying smiles from the cynic and the intellectual, yet I know of no other that can help me in what I believe to be my most important task, namely to try to secure that in the second half of our mad century, the spiritual stature of mankind will approximate to material and scientific advances.
All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. All manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well, all manner of things shall be well.
It was in Edinburgh that he nurtured the romantic vigour that carried him to Nuremberg, where he prosecuted leading Nazis, and to Strasbourg to champion the European Convention on Human Rights.